Sup, the 5 of you who are watching. So, before I get on with the review, I just gotta say apologies for the 2 week break. 1 week I was actually on vacation, but the other week I actually got lazy. I apologize. But at the same time, I was actually saving up for this set, so I guess it wasn't all bad. So, yeah, don't worry, there's gonna be weekly uploads. Especially since school's gonna start up, I'm probably gonna be moving the uploads to Saturday and or Sunday. Just depends, but it's definitely gonna shift to the weekends. So there's no Friday uploads unless I really forget. But without all the way, let's get on with the set review. This set is set number 76192, Avengers Endgame Final Battle. Comes with 527 pieces, is for ages 8 and up. It includes 6 minifigures, 1 micro figure, and 1 big figure. And also retailed for $16.99 and released on August 1st, 2021. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hyped for this set just because I love how it looks, but we can save that for the final thoughts. Anyways, let's get on with the minifigures. I thought it'd be best to start off with the man that started it all back in 2008, Iron Man. The minifigures is the exact same from the 2019 set of waves, but I was never able to get the sets just because I didn't like them. So it's really good to actually get the minifigure. He comes with a blaster piece, I believe that's what it's called. I don't remember the specific name, but basically if you press on the very end of it, it just shoots out. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And he also comes with the nano shield that he formed in Infinity War, which I personally like because we never really got his like nano weapons. That's why I call them. So it's really cool to actually get them. He also has at the bottom of his legs 2-cylinder clear pieces, which have been used since 2012. Sorry, and a piece that I really like is this one, which kind of shows the repulsion. It also works as a really nice stand, so I appreciate that as well. Moving all that off. Whoops, let me put that in the middle. I gotta say, I love how the suit looks. All the gold, silver, white, blue, red. I'm not good at describing how I feel about stuff, but I know, I really like it. I like the shine. I love that about minifigures. The gold arms really accompany the colors, and the legs are really neat as well. It's one of those Iron Man minifigures that everything about it works. And especially the helmet, which is the better one, because for a while they were using like a different version that is just not good at all. But this is the Iron Man helmet that you can actually flip up, which I think is objectively better than the smooth one that they tend to use. But speaking about the visor, it has blue eyes with a black outline, which makes it really cool. Taking off the helmet for a better look at the face is the same one that I've been using for Infinity War, but I think the head really works, mostly because for the back, if I could turn the head, it actually includes a visor, so it looks like when he's inside the suit, because we never really got the visor. It was just always just kind of, you have to like do something else or just pretend he had it, but you can actually show him using the visor, which I really like. And another thing about the set, which I think other teams should use, cough cough Ninjago, is that they actually include hair pieces for the minifigures. So that way you're not stuck with just the thing that goes over the head. Wow, how easy is that? It's the sleepy hair from 2014, possibly, in black, which I think really works for him as well. Taking a look at the back, same shine, nice, really nice detail. It's a great minifigure. And I'm glad to get this version of Iron Man because it's probably his last MCU outfit. So it's really good to get the final one. Next, we have the Noble Captain America with the new helmet that they included during the 2019 set of waves, which I think it's better than the helmet that was just on his head has the classic A symbol, and his outfit has a lot of brown, silver, and a bit of red, which I think really worked. It's hard to tell, but there's also like I don't know what you call it, but like there's like really nice printing on it that just like helps highlight it so much. It's a really good suit. On the back, you can also see the brown straps even more, with the detail being able to be better seen. I don't know. The suit is really cool. I don't know if it's my favorite Captain America suit, but it's definitely one of the top. He comes with Mjolnir, which is pretty cool. And also his new shield, which they introduced in 2019, where they have a gray bottom to be more movie accurate, because before 2019 it was just all red, which was fine, but that was more comic-y rather than movie. So it's really cool that they actually did this version of the shield. Kind of basic printing. I do prefer the one that's coming in the Marvel CMF with Sam Wilson. But this shield is still nice. I really enjoy it. His head is from the 2020 Captain America minifigure that's based off the game, so it's not entirely accurate, but it helps complement the figure with the strap, I guess, under his chin, which looks really nice. And on the alternate side has a more smiling face, which again isn't accurate, but I think it works. With the hairpiece included, it actually kind of looks really good. It does look a bit weird compared to the dark colors of the suit, but I'm fine with it. Just because we're getting a really good Captain America, so I'm fine with it. Overall, great figure, but one big issue is, one, the inaccuracy of the head, but also no boot printing, which is honestly kind of lame. I kind of wish he had some like dual molded legs, just because I feel like it complement him better, but it's still not a bad figure overall. I really enjoy it. Next, we have the overweight God of Thunder himself, Thor Odinson. He has a really nice hairpiece with a dark tan coloring, which was first used in, I believe Aquaman was the first one to get this hairpiece, but it might have been someone else, possibly Lobo. But either way, it's a really nice hairpiece that I greatly enjoy. I think it really works. He has the Stormbreaker, which is kind of small compared to the actual thing, but I think it still works. I really like it. It's kind of similar to the Mjolnir hammer, which I think they were trying to do, which I think works, but I do wish it was a bit bigger. The cape is the 4+ cape, where while it is better with the neck, since it's more like, more looks like a cape, at the same time, there's a weird gap that I'm not a huge fan of, but the hair covers her up really well, so, yeah. The torso is really nice, because the one we got for Infinity War was all like blue to represent that thunder, so we're getting a more regular one, which I think really works. As I said, the detailing is amazing. I just love how it shines under light, and all the little details all around just make it work really well. No leg printing, which kind of sucks, but it's not a huge deal for him compared to Captain America. And lifting up the cape on the other side, let me remove the hair. That same printing is carried over as well, which again works really well. And on the other side of his head is a more angry expression with thunder shooting out, like he's ready to chop off Thanos' head. I've heard people complain about the head not being entirely accurate, but I think it's still a really good head. I prefer it over a beard piece, just because I feel like it'd be hard to show emotion with the beard piece, but still, I can see where people are coming from. But it's still a great minifigure, and I'm glad we're getting a new Thor. Next, we got a more accurate version of Black Panther for when he's charged up and ready to unleash that bomb, I guess, of the vibranium energy. I think it's really I love it rather than 2017 one, because the 2017 one was like, instead of purple highlights, it was blue highlights, which wasn't accurate, so that really sucked. But they fixed it with this new set, which I think looks really good. I'm a huge fan of the purple color, so seeing all that highlighted as well as the silver and bright purple, it looks really good. I love it. Face great as well with this piece. It's really simple piece, but I think it works well for Black Panther. No leg printing, which sucks, but eh. You should have at least come with toe printing to show like the claws at the end. Back printing, still great as ever for all the silver and purple. It, like I said, it looks really good. And I'm glad we're getting one more Black Panther since Chadwick Boseman passed a year ago, which really sucks. So this is probably the last Black Panther figure we'll get of him, but I'm really glad that's really good. Now on to the final hero of the set, Scarlet Witch. Oh boy. She's an interesting case. Let's talk about the pieces first. There's a bunch of new colors for the splat pieces, which I think look really good, personally. I love all the pink. Well, the new color helps use it for more other stuff. Here's the extra pieces for it, just so you know. Pieces for the arm, this, I guess, the wave pieces, and another one of these. On her hand, there's this like motion of like pew, pew, and also like a shielding, which I think looks neat. And as well as like the repellents, kind of like Iron Man's, but more pink, obviously. And that piece in pink, which I really like the pieces. But Scarlet Witch's powers are red, not pink. So the fact that they chose pink for the set based off the movies is an interesting choice, to say the least. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the pieces a lot, but we could have probably gotten them in red to be more accurate in the movie. But I don't know, that's the thing about Lego, it always makes weird stuff. Moving on to the main figure. The torso is really nice. Like I said about all the figures, there's no really bad torsos in this set. It's a really nice torso with some skin printing that actually looks really nice instead of just awkward. No leg printing, which is kind of meh, but okay. And no skirt, which kind of sucks because she has to like skirt on her back, so it kind of sucks that we haven't gotten it since Civil War sets, but whatever. Now onto the face. It's a good face, but it's weird that she's smiling, because at this point in the movie, she's like ready to kill Thanos. So it's weird that she's not only smiling, but the fact that her eyebrows are that kind of color when it really isn't. And not to mention that hair isn't accurate at all when she doesn't have the brown hair at this point in this time. She has the more tan, orangish kind of hair. So it's weird that they just use this, what I call Wonder Woman's hair. Just reusing it. It's honestly kind of a bit lazy. Moving to the back, taking off the hair, you can see she has a more neutral expression with the red eyes, which I think works way better. But it's still just a bit weird with the eyebrows. And the detail on the torso, on the back, is really nice, showing the curves. Just the different colors they use for the red looks really good. So overall, it's a great figure, but I think the hair and the head could have been way better, especially the hair. I think they should have just used a different piece or a new piece to replicate her hair. It just doesn't look that good at all, in my honest opinion. I'm fine with the head, but I kind of wish we got a more angrier head, because this head is used in the CMF for Scarlet Witch. So, but overall, she's fine. And at the same time, I really wish we got red pieces of those instead of pink, just because like it's the Scarlet Witch, not the Pink Witch. Like, come on, Lego. It's not that hard to figure out. I actually forgot one more hero figure, which is actually a tiny Ant-Man based off his outfit in Endgame. Honestly, for a second I forgot, but he's actually included with the set, which is really cool because I personally have the 2018 Ant-Man from that set, but I never got the small version of him, so I'm really glad they actually made a new version just for him. And the fact that you get two is really good. The printing is a bit basic, but makes sense because it's a tiny figure. Looks like the suit, which is really cool. No back printing, but I'm just really glad we got a tiny version of him because I never got the original, like I said, so it's really cool that now I have the small and big version. Moving on to the villains of the set, we have this basic Chitauri henchman, I guess. I really like the green eyes, the gold, the gray. It all looks really great. And it gives off that menacing kind of sense, which I appreciate about the set. Gray arm, bright gray arms with said gold printing going around the main torso with a bit of blue, gray. Like I said, detailing is great. Though it's kind of the lamest figure of the set, if I'm being honest. But I'm still glad we got him, just because, like, I like the army build, but it's a bit of a basic inclusion. He has a stud blaster, which if you don't know how they work, if you push down on this, they shoot off. And I'm never finding that pieces again, damn it. Pretty basic gun, but still. Moving on to the back, that printing is continued flawlessly as well, I might add. Which, again, looks really nice. I just like, out of all the figures in the set, it's kind of my least favorite, just because it's kind of meh. It's kind of basic, No leg printing at all. Only one figure of the set got leg printing. That's Iron Man, which makes sense, but still. So, but overall, I like him. It's just like, it's like, I don't know how to feel about him. I'm gonna be honest. Finally, we get the big man himself, Thanos, with the all new main torso piece that's got people excited because you can actually move the head. Most big figures, well, actually all of them, you can't move the head. It's always static like this. But with this one, they changed it so you can actually move the head so it looks left and right, which I really like. It's really cool. It is a bit weird to get used to, but I think it's still great. Stud on a head like an actual minifigure. And what's cool about the fact that you can remove the head is that you can actually recreate the scene where Thor chops off said head. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool unintentional thing from LEGO. So, nice work on their end. The face is really nice, accurate to the movie. Kind of like so like if you covered the face like this, it looks like he's smiling. But if you cover the face like this, it looks like he's angry. That's really cool. I like that. Putting him back. Oh, I should show the main piece. Stud there so you can actually put the head on. Moving his double-bladed sword. The printing is really nice. I'm not a fan of the gray torso, but I get why they chose it. Still great printing for the gold, black. Yeah, gold and black. Really comes out really nicely. Basic purple arms, which makes sense. And studs on the back, which is a really weird thing, which makes me think that they're going to use this piece more, which I do hope, because this piece is a really good thing that is going to be really useful in the future, that I'd be really sad if they just only used one time. With those pieces, you could put Captain America on top, for example. It makes it look like he's on top, or what Mantis did, trying to put him in sleep, which is really cool. It's a really great figure, which is a bit weird to get used to, but it's still great either way. I'm glad they actually made it more accurate. It's a good job on LEGO's end. Before we move on to the main build, I thought it was best if we first focus on the side build, the van. This was honestly a surprise to see in the set that they actually included Ant-Man's van. Because, like, it's like such a boring van, you know? The brown and all like the gray at the bottom. It's such a boring and ugly van, but they actually included it, which I actually really like. So, like it. Well, you already know how I feel about the colors. They're kind of blah, but there's a sticker for the XCon logo on both sides, showing it right there. Nice coloring, I guess. Windshield pieces that, if you want to look a better look on the inside, you can see that. Unfortunately, there's gaps which really bother me, but I guess it's not a huge deal. There's a like curve toward the back. At the front, you can actually sit someone down and drive with a little controller that a certain rat uses to save all the universe. Really nice, really nice. And it's pretty easy to access, which I like, because sometimes they make it hard to access with such big fingers. Put that wrong, but whatever. The windshield's pretty basic build, but still work. Nice tires. Helps it move around easier. Duh. If you want to look at the bottom, there it is. Pretty basic, but you don't see it, so that's fine. Front, it's weird that they just don't like, I don't know what's called, like, the thing that, like, the license plate. It's weird that they don't have one for this set, but, yeah. Just want to fix this real quick. Yeah. Focusing on the back, I really like the Ant-Man sticker. Kind of like those like family stickers that you see. Or like one of those stickers that, like, if you see, you can tell that they're a basic kind of family. It's really nice on the back. But my favorite part is that you can lift this up to show the quantum tunnel. I think that's really cool that they actually included that into the set. It's simple flat piece sticker with a sticker on top, but I think it works out really well. I just really glad I don't know. Like, it's a basic kind of car, but I'm glad they included it. So yeah, pretty cool card. It's basic. It's kind of the point, but I don't know. I should also mention that the pieces here make it look like the window's like half down. I really like that. It's a nice touch. Now we can move on to the main build and my most excited part of the set, the Avengers compound. We'll start from the left to the right. On the left, we had this weird cannon. I don't know why they included it. It's a nice cannon, but like, I guess missile. It's a nice missile, but I don't know. It's weird that they included it. As you can tell, it rotates 60 degrees and you go up and down. And you see the red on the back, sorry. This entire video is just like no script, just because if you shoot it, it shoots out like that. This is a new missile piece that I haven't seen before, so it's really nice that I'm getting it for the first time. Easy to reload. You only get one of them, so be careful. Stickers on here and here, kind of basic printing, but it's cool. It's a cool missile, but I kind of wish they didn't include it. But a cool thing about the set is that if you wanted to, you could take that off and just leave it as its own thing. So you still have the Avengers logo and the compound as well. Focusing on this for a second, it's clearly a bit destroyed from when Thanos blew it up with his ship. All the rock edges is nice, really nice detailing, with a sticker showing the broken A. Focusing on the back, kind of basic. Most you can really do with it is just like move it up and then down. It's a really nice thing. I just kind of wish they included like a regular symbol that wasn't like all broken. So you have two versions to include, but I guess it's not a big deal. And as said before, you could take that off to have its own thing. So if you wanted to, you could do something like this, where it's like, you know, one piece over here, one piece over there, for the main build right there, which I enjoy. Moving them out of the way. The main compound itself, Now I'm honestly really excited because I've never had an Avengers piece, and this is my first time, so let's focus on the top because that's the most basic part. Little satellite here that goes 360. Really nice. You can move it down as well. Some basic stuff, I guess, but still cool. Focusing on the outside, I really like how this is built. It's a really nice kind of shaping that helps give it more of a sleek kind of design. As you can see from the front doorstep, there's a sticker for like an arm identity where you can basically, if I can grab it, there we go. You can open up the front door and just chuck someone inside. Really nice. I like the little detail of the curve tiles here to give it a bit more nice curves. And I really like just how it looks. It's a really nice front. I think it looks really good, to be honest. Let's turn into the, well, focus on the side. The curves here, which is really nice. Basic, but you know, you're not supposed to focus on the side. I think it's best to start off with this, just because I think it's really funny for the fact that, give me a second, I gotta remove Thanos' sword. You could just stuff him inside. Thanos jail! Yes, a jail can hold a mad titan who destroyed half of the universe. Of course. It's a weird enclosure. I just think it's funny, so I don't mind it at all. It's a pretty basic build with all these lasers. Gives a nice effect. You can just lift it down and have him leave. Pretty nice. A bit hollow without Thanos, but hey, it's Thanos jail. Doesn't matter. You can see the hallway that Black Panther entered from. I'm not a fan of when like they use these kind of stuff for like the floor, just because for me it's hard to stand the minifigures up, especially during stop motion. So that kind of bugs me, but whatever. You have this like little station here on the left that you can actually easily remove and take a better look on it. You can see a little sticker for the computer that shows Iron Man's like time traveling, like that weird ring that he makes for time travel. It's a really nice sticker, and a really cool inclusion is the Nano Gauntlet. Focusing on the stickers, it just kind of shows the gauntlet and the different infinity stones that go on it. It's pretty much the same on both sides. Focusing on the gauntlet, let me focus it on the camera. It's really basic. It was just kind of like the Gauntlet piece, but in dark red. But I think it works. It's really cool that they actually included it in the first place. And trying to get my Iron Man free of his weapons. Hold on. Just gotta, real quick. Okay. You can put it on his hand to replicate that scene where he snaps Thanos away. It's really cool. I like it. Removing that and putting it back to the way it were. Well, as you saw earlier, you can easily remove it, which is a nice touch. Looking a bit more inside the room, it's really basic without it. So, my best opinion, so I'll tell you just to like, I think it's best for you to keep it in there, just because the room looks empty without it. Now, we move up to the second floor, where there's this giant gap on the right side, which is kind of annoying, but I get why. It's Thanos. A little, like, gate, I guess, to ward you off. Oh, I forgot to include it, but there was 2 blasters on the top of the gate here, which is odd, because only Black Widow uses those blasters, and she's dead. So, kind of weird, but whatever. In the middle of the room, which I really like, there's 2 sticker holograms for Rocket Raccoon and Captain Marvel. Both you can get in other sets, which is really cool. It's a nice inclusion. It says on the top their name and their status, which is on patrol. It's really nice, and you can remove them to like move them around the room. It's a really nice thing. Focusing on a table here. It's a really basic table. There's no real like seats. Just more something you see in like a Chinese home, like the low rugs that you sit on. It's a really nice table. Basic but cool. With these silver cups, as well as coffee mug, and an Avengers logo in the middle, so you know who they are. It's really simple, but I do enjoy it. I do wish there was a big monitor, but whatever. And at the back, if you saw earlier, there's a little plant for some reason. I guess Rocket is trying to grow Groot or something. I don't know. It's cute. I like it. So yeah, you've pretty much seen the entire build. Now let's get on to the final thoughts. So on the overall thoughts of the set, I love it. It's really cool that I actually have a base for all my Avengers minifigures that I can use easily. Simple opening, really nice. A bit basic detailing inside, but I like it. It's really cool just to get a base for my minifigures. The new Thanos is amazing. I love him. It's great. I can really replicate that Thor scene. All the minifigures are pretty good. Wanda could have been a bit better. And to be honest, even though this is a good Black Panther minifigure, we get him in a different set. And to be honest, they could have easily just put a Ronin or a Hawkeye in this set, because we don't have a minifigure for the Ronin outfit. So it's kind of sad that this is the only that we don't know how long this wave is going. So we might not have a chance to get him and just get a repeat of another figure. The little A-Man is adorable. I love it. Same thing with the Chitauri, a bit basic, but I get it. And as well as the Scarlet Witch, that hair could be way better. But Iron Man, Cap, and Thor are great figures. They're all great. They're really good. The van is ugly, but makes sense. It actually looks like the van in the movies, so A+ for that, for accuracy. And overall, it's just a really great set. If you were biased, I guess not biased, like unsure, I recommend buying it. It's really good. Great minifigures, an ugly van, and a really great main build that I can use for my Avengers, just because I don't have a base for them, as I said like 20 times in this video. So overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. No. 8. Sorry. 8 out of 10. It's a really good set. I like the compound. The minifigures are great, though it could have been a bit better with the minifigure selection. And there's a bit of some weird stuff like the Thanos cage and the missile. But I still think it works really well. Overall, it's a great set. I recommend buying it. That's going to be all for my video, and I hope you watch the next one. I hope you stay tuned, because I apologize for my awful upload. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.